My name is Rick, and right there is my 11-year-old son Rocco here at the USSSA Winterfest Tournament, getting ready to face off against the Barons in a winner-go-home silver bracket game. So we're going to get ready to get started here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's go. All right, here we go. Leading off the game for LMB is Hudson, trying to get us started here against the Barons here at Washington Park in Pomona. First pitch, swung on, hit on the ground, and that's going to be a foul ball to start off the game. I do want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave us a comment. We love answering them. Here's the 0-1 to Hudson, and that's going to be strike two. Fooled a little bit on the check swing. 2-2 pitch. Inside, gets him on the helmet, and he's going to get first base. Good job, Hudson. That brings up my 11-year-old son, Rocco. First pitch to him. Called, strike one. Here's the 0-1. Up and away, ball. And Hudson goes and takes second base with an awkward slide. He's all right, though. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike three. And Rocco goes down swinging. All right, Hudson did take third base on that last pitch. I didn't catch that. But Jace is in running for him because Hudson must be pitching. First pitch to Danny is up high, ball one. We do have one out now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike three. Danny goes down on strikes. That's two outs. That brings up Gio, I believe. First pitch to him. Up high, ball one. 2-1 pitch. Up and in, ball. Back pick to third, and Jace, who's running for Hudson, is back safely. Up, and that actually was ball four. I'm sorry. Gio works a walk. Cody steps in now. Here's the pitch. Curveball drops in there, strike one. Gio does take second base. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit well, and snagged at second base. Thrown to first for out number three. So Barons get out of it, put up a 0 in the top of the first. Let's go get some outs, boys. All right, Hudson pitching, Rocco catching here for LMB. Bottom of the first inning, score tied at 0. First pitch from Hudson is just low for ball one. 1-2. Curveball is tapped. Nate picks it up, throws one, and is going to get him there. That is one out. Good job, Nate. Good job, Cody at first base. Here we go. New batter, first pitch. Up high, ball one. 2-0 pitch from Hudson. Drops it in there. Nice pitch. Strike one. Here's the 2-1. Swung on. Ground ball towards third base again. It hits the base, so it's fair. Nate throws one. No. What is going on here? Oh, no. He didn't throw. I'm sorry. So that runner did make it on. Base hit. Here we go. First pitch. Oh, off Rocco's glove. Runner going two. Seemed like Rocco was expecting a different pitch there, like surprised by the fastball. 1-1. Curveball. Swung on. Runner going third. And he's going to be safe. Here's the 1-2. Right there. Strike three. Hudson gets him looking. That is two outs. All right. New batter, first pitch. Swung on and missed, strike one. Good pitch, Hudson. Sweeper is smacked hard. And that's going to be off the fence. We got to throw it in. And he's going to have a long single. And Barons strike first. That scores one run. Nice swing, number 24. All right, new batter. First pitch. Off Rocco's glove. Runner going two. Thrown there. Just late, I'm sorry. Got to catch the ball. Here we go. 3-2. Jammed back to Hudson. No. Fielded by second base, thrown to first, and they are going to get him there. Good job, Gio at second base. That's three outs, but LMB is down one. Let's go. Count is 1-2. Here's the pitch. Low outside, ball two. Should be a full count. Swung on, hit to center field. Center fielder underneath it and makes the catch for out number one. Nice play, number 8. Good try, Nate. Ivan steps in. First pitch, off the plate, ball one. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Up high, ball four. Ivan works the walk on 4 pitches. Good job. First pitch, up high, off the catcher's glove, and Ivan takes second base. 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Aiden works a walk. We got runners on first and second with 1 out. New batter, this is Jace. First pitch is high, ball 1. 2-0 pitch. Swung on, hit back to the pitcher. From his knees, he throws second. And he's safe there. And safe there, I think. Shortstop was never on the base, so they didn't get either out. That was a gift. That brings up Hudson with bases loaded. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and Hudson goes down swinging. That brings up my 11-year-old son, Rocco. Umpire right in my way here. First pitch, off the plate, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, rolled over to shortstop. Tough play, he charges, throws 1, and gets him there, dang it. So that is 3 outs, and LMB fails to score again, still down 1-0.
Unfortunately, my microphone was not working for the next few clips, so first pitch of the inning is inside for ball 1. And here comes the 3-2, swung on, hit in the air. Going back is third base, but Jace comes in from left field and makes the catch for out number 1. New batter, first pitch from Hudson is swung on, hit in the air again, but that one is going to be foul for strike 1. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit back up the middle to Ivan in center field for a base hit. New batter, first pitch, off the plate, ball 1, and runner does hold at first base. Here's the 1-0, down in the dirt, Rocco can't pick it, and the runner's going to take second base there. Here's the 2-2 pitch, swung on, hit up the middle to Ivan in center field, who knocks it down, throws it in, and they're going to have a base hit and runners at first and third. New batter, first pitch, curveball drops in there for strike 1, runners hold. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swung on and hit right back out in front of home plate to Hudson, who picks it up, throws 1, but the runner does score from third base, so that's 2 outs, and Barons score a run. New batter, first pitch, swung on and hit hard to left field, where Jace tracks it down and makes the catch, and LMB gets out of it. They give up 1 more, down 2-0, going into the top of the 3rd inning. Let's go, boys.
Sorry, I did miss the first pitch of the inning. It was a swing and a miss. Danny in there now with 1 strike, no balls, 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the curveball, strike 2. Here's the 1-2, swung on and missed, strike 3, and they throw to first. That's 1 out. Gio steps in, first pitch to him. Fooled, and did he go? I think he did. Yes, he did. That's strike 1. 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That's 2 quick outs for Barons, and that's going to bring up Nate. Oh, not Nate, I'm sorry. Cody is up. First pitch is outside, ball 1. 1-1. Swung on, tapped back to the pitcher, who gloves it, jogs towards first, tosses it, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Barons. They maintain their 2-0 lead going into the bottom of the 3rd. Here's a pitch, drops in there for strike 2. Good job, Hudson. Sorry, my microphone was not registering. 1-2 pitch, swung on, hit in the air, and underneath it is Ivan, who makes the catch. Good job, Ivan. That's 1 out. New batter, first pitch, curveball, drops in there, strike 1. 0-2. Paints the fastball, knees outside corner, and no call. I guess it's just a little bit low, maybe. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Good job. That's 2 quick outs for Hudson here. Let's go. All right, lineup turns over for Barons. First pitch here from Hudson. Swung on, hit in the air in the gap in left center field. Cut off there by Gio, and he throws it in. That's going to be a single for that young man, number 11. Nice swing. New batter, first pitch. Off the plate, ball 1. Rocco looks to back pick, but holds it. Here's the 1-0. Off the plate, runner goes. Rocco throws, and it's wide. 2-0. Swung on, poked over Danny's head into left field, and it takes a weird bounce by Gio. Runner's going to go home. Oh, that was Nate at shortstop, and they throw home wide. Rocco picks it up, throws second, and that young man's going to sneak into second, score another run for Barons. Score's going to be 3-0. Sorry, I couldn't follow the ball well there. Here we go. First pitch, down low, ball 1. 3-1 pitch. Swung on, tapped back to Hudson. He gathers, throws over to 1 for out number 3. Good job, does get out of it. Barons put up one more. They've put up 1 in each half inning that they've hit. They're up 3-0 going into the top of the 4th. We need some hits, LMB. Nate steps in, first pitch, swung on, hit back up the middle, and up there for a base hit. Good job, Nate, attaboy. Gets us started, we need some runs. Here's the first pitch to Ivan. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Count is full. Off the plate, ball 4. Ivan works a walk on that close pitch. We got first and second now with no outs. Let's go. All right, Aiden steps in now. First pitch to him is strike 1, outside corner. 3-2. Off the plate, ball 4. Works a walk. We're going to have bases loaded. All right, Jace steps in. Umpire right in my way here. I have to move my ladder. First pitch. Looks like it was up high, ball 1. 2-0 pitch. Up, timeout. That's a balk. Oh, all right. So that is going to be the first run for LMB. Score is going to be 3-1 as Nate scores on the balk. Here we go. 3-2 again. Swung on, hit on the ground toward shortstop. And it bounces up off his glove. There, he's going to try to pick back to third base, and Aiden's going to get back. So they're going to get no outs and score another run there. So it's 3-2 now, and Hudson's up. Hudson showing bunt in the first and third situation. Pulls back. That is ball 1. But Jace does stay put at first base, and they're going to call timeout here. All right, Barons changed pitchers. Hudson steps in a 1-0 count, first and third with no outs. Down by 1. They do pick to first, and Jace is back safely. Hudson steps in with the new pitcher, 1-0 count, trailing 1, first and third. First pitch is up and away, ball 1. 2-1. Swung on and hit well, up the middle, in the gap, and that's going to get all the way to the fence. It's going to score 2. And Hudson is going to sneak into second base with a double. And LMB takes the lead 4-3 on that swing from Hudson. Good job. My 11-year-old son Rocco steps in. First pitch, up high, ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ooh, that gets him on the arm. And he's going to get first base. So Rocco gets hit. That doesn't feel good. I wonder if he got good video of that. Good job, kid. Still no outs for Barons. We got first and second now. In a 4-3 game, LMB took the lead. Danny up. First pitch to him. Down and away, ball 1. 1-0. Up over his head into the backstop, and runners are going. Rocco and Hudson move up a base to second and third. Here we go. 3-2 pitch. Down low. Danny works a walk, and we got bases loaded again. No outs. All right, Gio steps in now with bases loaded. No outs. First pitch to him. Up and in, ball off the umpire. Catcher kind of whiffed that. Barely got a glove on it, right off the umpire's chest. 2-1. Up over his head. Nope, it gets him. So that plunks him. That's going to score another run. The score is going to be 5-3 LMB. And Gio's on first base. Good job. All right. Cody steps in now. First pitch to him. Up high, ball 1. 3-1 pitch. Up high. Ball 4. That's another walk and another run. LMB goes up 6-3. Okay, Nate steps in now. I believe he started off this inning. First pitch to him. Up high, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, hit on the ground. Fielded by third base, thrown to first, and they are going to get the first out of the inning. It does score another run, so score is 7-3. They've got 1 out. Ivan comes up now. First pitch to him. Down and away, ball 1. Ivan in a 3-2 count. Here's the pitch, and it's down and away, ball 4. Works a walk. Runner going home, and he's going to be safe. So it is 8-3 now. LMB here in the top of the 4th. All right, Aiden steps in now for the second time this inning. First pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Strike one. And Ivan does take second base. 2-2 pitch. Called. Strike three. I think that was, of some of them that he didn't call, probably the worst one. It was a little high to me, but there was a gift earlier. Maybe that was a makeup call. Either way, that's 2 outs on the strikeout. And Jace is up to bat. All right, Jason now. Try to keep this rally going. First pitch to him. Off the plate, ball one. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, turned on, through the 5-6 hole. That's going to score another run. Nice hit, Jace. Attaboy. That brings up Hudson now. Score, I think, is 9-3. First pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike one. 1-2. Up high, ball two. And we were stealing home, and they were ready for it. Not sure why we do that. I don't get it. It's too risky. You got a good hitter up. Let's go. Come on, let him hit. I know he had 2 strikes, but he's still a good hitter. All right, but regardless, great inning for LMB. Scored 9 runs, I believe, going into the bottom of the 4th, and I think we're running low on time. So 3 outs could end it. Here we go. All right, bottom of the 4th. LMB up 9-3 now. First pitch from Hudson. Fastball just off the plate. Ball one. Payoff pitch. And fools him. Gets him on the strikeout. Nice job, Hudson. Gives him the sword. I love it. That's 1 out. All right, Hudson, new batter. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Yeah, it is 2-1. Swung on, hit on the ground. Fielded by Danny, thrown to first. And pulls him off the base, and that is going to be an error, and 27 reaches. New batter, first pitch. Off the plate, ball one. 2-2 pitch. Off the plate, off Rocco's glove, and that should not be a walk. That's ball 3. Yep, I'm right. Runner does take second base. Should be a 3-2 pitch, but I think he just said 3-1. Off the plate, ball. So we got first and second now with 1 out. Here we go. All right, new batter. First and second with 1 out. First pitch from Hudson is right there, hit on the ground. They flip second, get 1 there, and get 2. And nice turn, Nate. Good flip. Ivan, that is a twin killing. What a play. I don't know if that's the ball game. We'll have to see. All right, top of the 5th inning. Hudson leading it off after Ivan was caught trying to steal home during Hudson's last at bat. First pitch here. Drops in there for strike one. 3-1. Up over his head. Hudson works a walk and heads to first base. Rocco steps in now. First pitch to him is down and away into the backstop, and running for Hudson is Ivan, and he takes second base. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. 3-0. Good hack. I like the swing. I don't know if he had a green light, but I like the hack. I was literally just thinking Rocco's in a little bit of a slump, and if I was coaching him right now, I'd probably give him the green light just for the confidence. So that was a good swing, but that one is off the plate, so he works a walk anyway. 3-1 pitch, works a walk. We got first and second with no outs. Danny steps in, opting to hit from the left side this at bat. He hit well righty last night, but hasn't yet today. Oh, that ball is thrown into center field, and he's gonna go 3 and be safe there. Rocco going 2 and is safe there. There we go. We get a double steal on the throw and delay there on the ball that was thrown away. Good job. Here's the pitch to Danny. Down in the dirt, ball past Ivan is going, and he's going to be safe there. The ball's thrown over to the shortstop, but Rocco is going to hold it third, get back safely. That makes it 10-3 now, LMB. Here we go. 3-0 count. That one hits him in the ribs. He chucks his bat, and he's going to shuffle down to first base. Attaboy, Danny. You'll be all right. All right. Aiden steps in here. First pitch to him. Off the plate, ball 1. Danny going 2. Almost gets tagged out there. Got a slide, kid. Here's the 3-1. I'm sorry. That is up and in. Ball 4. And Gio works a walk. We've got bases loaded and no outs. All right, new pitcher in. Bases loaded, no outs. Cody steps into bat. First pitch. Up high, ball 1. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Swung on, hit hard on the ground, backhanded. They toss to second, and they're just going to get the 1 out there. Scores another run for LMB, 1 down. All right, Nate swings and hits a ground ball to shortstop, and it gets under his glove, so that's going to score another run. We're going to have first and second now with 1 out. All right, Ivan steps in now. First pitch to him is off the plate to the backstop. Cody is going 3, and he's going to be there safely. And Nate followed him into second base, so we've got second and third now with 1 out. In a 1-0 count, and here is the pitch. Swung on, a little bit late, fouled back to the backstop, strike 1. Hit 1 anyway. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit well, and that's going to get into left field. And that scores another run. Ivan, nice hit. Good job. Umpire, move for me. Attaboy. This is Aiden. Swung on, hit up the middle to shortstop. He grabs it, throws to 1, but it is wide, and Aiden is going 2, and he's going to be in there safely. So the error saves us an out, and here we go. Jace steps in now. 1 out, runners on second and third. First pitch to him is high for ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Up high, ball 2. They picked a third. And the ball's thrown away. Ivan was short of the base. He's lucky. And that's going to score a run. Wow. 2-2 pitch. Up high, ball up. I think that was 3-2. My bad. Jace works a walk. We got first and third now. 1 out still. Here's the pitch to Hudson. Swung on and fouled back. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Up and in ball. And Jace takes second base. 3-2 pitch to Hudson. That one's high. Ball 4. Hudson works a walk. We got bases loaded. And that brings up my 11-year-old son, Rocco. All right. First pitch to Rocco here. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and hit up the middle. Good job, Rocco. That's going to score 1, 2 maybe as the run is going home. And he's going to be safe there. And Hudson's going to get back to... Rocco back to first. I don't know if he's out. Yeah, he was going 2. Hudson held up. Rocco got hung up. And up. We're still going for more. And Hudson's going to... I'm sorry. Hudson's going to get out at home. So Rocco gets a hit. Scores 2 runs. Then a jam up on the bases. Gets backpicked. Hudson gets aggressive. Gets picked also. But we just need 3 outs to end this game. Big lead. Let's go get those outs. Here we go. I also wanted to say, so unfortunately Forrest left the team, which means Coach Kyle is no longer here either. And that's where we see not having a first base coach can come to bite us, right? Nobody there to coach Rocco, talk to Hudson as Gil's talking to the runners ahead of him. So we saw that bite us in the butt there. I think we're going to be okay though. But yeah, first base coaches, please apply. All right, bottom of the 5th. It is 17-3. We are out of time. First pitch is right there. Strike 1. Good start, Hudson. Just need 3 outs to end this game. 2-1 pitch. Right there. Swung on, hit up the middle. So they're going to start out with a base hit. They are chasing 14 runs, though. Nice swing, 46. First pitch. Swung on and hit well into left field. And wow, nice stop there. That was a dangerous stop, but good job, Gio. Holds them to a single. We got first and second now. First and second, no outs. First pitch. Swung on, hit in the air. Jace calls for it. Makes the catch there in center field for the first out of the inning. Good job, Jace. Attaboy. New batter, first pitch. Curveball is rolled over towards third base, but it's going to be foul. 0-2 pitch from Hudson. Curveball is swung on and hit on the ground. Dove into left field. That's going to be a base hit. They're going to have bases loaded with 1 out here. Score is 17-3. Let's go LMB. New batter, first pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. 0-2 pitch from Hudson. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That is 2 outs. LMB 1 out away from going to a semifinal game. All right, Hudson 1 out away. Bases loaded with 2 outs here. First pitch. Right there, strike 1. Good start. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground. And that gets through into left field. Picked up by Gio. They're going to try to send one. Play at the plate. And he calls him safe. There was runners and stuff in my way, so I couldn't see. I think the ball got by. All right, that's 2 runs. No big deal. Just need 1 out. New batter, first pitch. Inside, ball 1. All right, Nate comes in to try to close it out, needing 1 out. First pitch from him. Strike 1. Good pitch, Nate. 1-2. Up high, off the backstop. I don't know why they think that's ball 4 or whatever.
I actually forgot Nate had assumed a count here, so that was a 3-2 pitch.
I think I had the count wrong. I think Hudson threw a couple pitches to that batter. I forgot about that. All right, new batter, first pitch. Right there, strike 1, good pitch, Nate. 0-1. Inside gets him, dang it. So bases are loaded, and that's going to be a run. It's going to be, 6-17 now. All right, new batter steps in. Big boy here, bases loaded. First pitch. Swung on, hit. Foul in the air, off the backstop. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Good job, Nate. That's a balk. Nate dropped the ball while he was standing on the mound, so that's a balk. Run doesn't matter, but it does eliminate some force outs. So it is 17-7 now. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Called, strike 3. Nate fools him, and that is going to be the ball game. So LMB down for the first 3 innings, but not big, just 3-0. Has a huge 4th inning, a big 5th inning, and takes its first game of the tournament to move on to a silver bracket semifinal game where we're going to have a rematch versus ZPP, who we lost to last night in a game where we couldn't seem to throw strikes. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully that's a good, exciting one coming up. We'll see you guys that next time for that game. Please leave us a comment, like, subscribe. We love reading and answering your comments. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.